It's that time again to do an epic silver unboxing. Nah, it's not that epic if the box isn't that big. Let's get a big one on the table and unbox a huge pile of silver. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and welcome to another monumental silver unboxing. We've got a lot to get through, two parcels in fact, the small decoy and the big giant one. For those who don't know, this is one of our group purchases of silver. I wish all of the silver that's in this parcel was mine, but sadly it is not. It's on behalf of other people to help try and save people money on shipping and of course wonderful taxes on silver for us here in the UK. This is all bought from the European Mint based in Estonia. Highly recommend them as a dealer. I've been using them for nigh on 4 years now, and they are fantastic as a company and as a bullion dealer. Probably, well, in my opinion anyway, the best in the European Union. So go and check them out. So we've got a big box of silver to get through here today, and as we unbox it, I want to talk a little bit about silver and the buying of silver, because we are coming up to an interesting period, I think, right now. We've seen the big growth in silver prices in this last couple of month I should say, and now it seems to have stabilized somewhat. We don't have this huge continuation of the price jumps that we saw. Things have calmed down a little bit, leveled out. Now of course I'm filming this video a couple of days in advance from when it's going live, so of course, knowing my luck, the markets will do something crazy by the time the silver video actually is published. Oh, this is interesting. There's like two boxes glued back to back, if you guys can see in there, so I'm gonna have to crack open the other side now. And so silver prices have calmed down a little bit at the moment. They're not going manic, which is always a relief, I suppose. It's never fun to continually watch markets and not know what's going on and be stressed about it. At the same time, it does kind of, I think, represent what I've said in a previous video, that we are entering a period now of the new normal. I think that the price points that we're seeing right now in the market will become that low point. I think now is the buying opportunity time. It's not going to go lower, in my opinion. I think we knew that, certainly from when prices in the premium period, when spot price was low, but everything was being affected by the beer flu, and we just didn't have, you know, the sort of ability to buy cheap silver, even though spot prices were low. And that spot price is now being reflected in, well, that sort of buy price, I should say, is being reflected in the actual real-time spot price that we're seeing now. So there's definitely been a paradigm shift, I think, and we're now seeing the new norm. And, you know, it's evident to see that there are quite a lot of people who still think now is a good time to be buying silver. This is just the parcel that keeps on giving. There's so much in here. So, yeah, you know, it's the new norm, I think. We are seeing silver at pretty low lows, if you think about the grand scheme of things. Whether or not these lows will stay low is anybody's guess. I think anybody who's going to tell you they know for sure where silver's going to go is, you know, it's not accurate. They don't know. Nobody truly knows. But ultimately, I think that people are agreeing that now seems to be that low point, and we are not going to see huge drops again. So there's a lot of people out there buying silver, as you can see, and I've never been this busy, I have to say. Like, you know, the group orders are pretty monumental. This whole pair of boxes, we haven't even opened the small one, but this whole table combined is something like 25,000 euros worth of silver, probably something like $28,000 worth of silver, which of course is fairly evident, I think, that there's a lot of silver being bought out there. The vast majority of it is government bullion. You know, it's Britannia's, it's Queen's Beast 10 ounces. We've got a whole box of them here with a few extras coming out of these jiffy bags. So it's evident that silver is still very, very buyable at these prices. And for me, this is now, I think, getting to the point where it's the last opportunities almost to get silver. And I don't necessarily mean that because of the run-ups in prices that could come and, you know, sort of basically yield some huge returns for people if they want to try and do that. That's speculation, great, fine. But what I more mean is that we've got other things to think about here in the United Kingdom with regards Brexit, because that is going to rear its ugly head at the end of this year. And it's a topic that nobody is talking about. Nobody is saying anything about Brexit at the moment. It's all, of course, around the pandemic and everything that's going on in the world. And of course, there's the US general election as well, which is going to take up a lot of the limelight. Even here in the UK, I think the US elections are going to play a huge role in just the everyday, you know, stacking decisions. It's going to have an effect on metals. There's going to be some topsy-turvy times ahead. So back to my original point, I genuinely think right now is a good time to be buying silver. Now, that is not financial advice. I'm not saying that silver is automatically going to go up in value, and you know, anybody's guess is as good as mine as to where silver prices will go. But I think it is evident that from pretty much since sort of April, late April, early May, it's been evident that getting hold of physical silver has cost a lot more than it used to, and we are somewhat spoiled if we've been buying silver previously. There's a bunch of coloured coins in these boxes in there, very cool. We'll just leave those as they are, and some capsules and things. I have a feeling this box will be the same. But I do think that we've gone past now the era of, you know, silver in the teens, both for dollars and even for pounds. For us in the UK, we're used to spending more on our silver anyway. But ultimately, I do think that we're at that sort of low point now that I can't see it going under anymore. And I liken it somewhat to gold. So when I started stacking everything, gold was around £700 or £800 an ounce, and I started in silver. I didn't buy a lot of gold, and kind of, you know, regret that somewhat. I started buying silver, as most people do. It's the cheaper of the two metals, and you think, yeah, well, I don't want to spend all my money on just one coin. I would rather have lots of different coins and have the options of different things. But you know, gold got to a point where it got to £1,000 an ounce, and everybody was like, oh, that's really high, don't want to buy my gold at £1,000 an ounce. But after a few months, that price point stuck around, and people were looking at it going, I'm going to buy some more gold. And that's where I got involved with gold. So I was buying gold anywhere between £900 and £1,000 an ounce, and now gold is sitting around £1,450 an ounce. So there's a significant rise there. So the good old days of £1,000 an ounce, you know, seems far, far away, and the new paradigm shift comes in. And I think the same thing will happen to silver. I think there's a lot of people out there who will be saying to themselves right now, oh, there's a bunch of COAs there, I'm going to put those back in and keep them safe. But I think there's a lot of people out there who will come around in the next couple of months and they'll think, yeah, you know, silver right now seems expensive, don't like spending £25 on a Britannia. But that's the new norm. That is the new norm of where we are. Oh, got some silver casting grain. Little tiny bit in that baggie. I'm not entirely sure what that is for. There should be some more casting grain as we go through the rest of this, whether it's in this one or the other small parcel. So yeah, the new norm has been achieved. Another little baggie. That is strange. Don't know why the European Mint's doing that, but hey ho, we shall find out more. Maybe it's their weighing method. So what else can we sort of glean from this current situation as to where things might go with silver? Nobody really knows, and I think it's really important to be careful with your investments and with your purchasing decisions. If you are going to be getting into silver right now, understand that it should be exactly the same mentality as it was for somebody like myself 4 years ago. It's a long-term investment. It's not something that you can make a quick turnaround profit on. There is a lot of talk right now of people making potentially large sums of money if they are able to sort of buy their silver at £24 an ounce and sell it when it hits £50 an ounce. You can double your money. There's lots of great headline things that come out from silver, but it is not as easy as you might think, and it is very important to understand that. So be careful, be aware that what you think might be a fantastic idea and a fantastic buy might not end up yielding you the results that you want, so just be very careful. If, however, you do decide that buying some silver is the right move for you, then personally I'd say look no further than the European Mint. And I've said at the start of the video I've been using them for close to 4 years now for supplying silver casting grain for my business, but also just generally for purchasing silver coins and these group orders. And I have never had issues with their service, and the small few times that there have been a few things, you know, when you order this much stuff over a long period of time, there will inevitably be the odd time where there's the wrong coin or there's a coin with an issue. And every time, they've always done a phenomenal job at sorting out any issues. So I can't fault them. I think they're a fantastic organisation, and there's certainly a lot of players in the market right now that are not as good as them. So be aware is what I guess I'm saying. So all told, we have a very tidy pile of silver laid out on the table here, which is looking rather tasty, I must say. Now, for those who are not in the know about these group orders, if you want to get involved with them, we do plan to run them again, and in the next couple of months anyway, and build up to Brexit, where we are going to be then having the decision about what's happening in the future, just because of the closing of the window to get tax-free, VAT-free silver. So we are currently doing them. There's links down in the description to the website, the Silver Forum, where we arrange all of this and communicate all the information out. So go and check out that page down below. You might have to register to the Silver Forum to see it. It's free to join, free to register. But yeah, lots of opportunities still to buy silver. I think now is a good time to buy silver. I think there's lots still to be had from silver as a metal. And for me anyway, I do plan on getting more of it as we build up to that exit date from the European Union transition period. So lots to crack on with now for me. I've got to organise this pile of silver and make sure that everything is here, and make sure everything is in good order as well, and then of course get it out to customers. And by the time these videos go live, most, if not all of you who have ordered in part of this will have your silver. So a big thank you to you all for watching. If you enjoyed this unpackaging video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button. If you want to support the channel, you can check out our memberships, where you'll see behind the scenes footage of various other aspects that we do, like silver pouring, generally filming. Maybe even one day we'll do a behind the scenes video on some of these group orders and show a little bit more about what we do for processing them. Otherwise, you know what to do. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, hit the alarm bell for notifications. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.